So why is it that Piloswine can't evolve in Johto, if it can evolve just fine in Sinnoh? Why is this, even when the beginnings of both Diamond and Pearl start around the same time as the Lake of Rage events in Gold, Silver, and Crystal? Well, there is a really interesting explanation for all of this. Let's get started. The Pokedex entries of Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, Soul Silver, Black 2, White 2, Y, and Alpha Sapphire all mention how the Mamoswine population started to thin as the climate became warmer at the end of the Ice Age. This is of course a reference to the extinction of the American Mastodons at the end of our last Ice Age. However, how does this help explain why the Piloswine can't evolve in Johto? Well, it may have to do with the actual lack of Mamoswine in the region, since according to the Pokedex, the warming of weather near the end of the Ice Age alludes to only having an effect on the Mamoswine and not the pre-evolutions, Piloswine and Swinub. This may mean that the Mamoswine were potentially dying off before they could breed and pass on the move Ancient Power to their offspring, a move required for the evolution of Piloswine. As more and more Piloswine that knew Ancient Power evolved into Mamoswine and in return died off due to the weather, the move Ancient Power would have been slowly lost in later generations of Swinub, since the only way Piloswine can learn the move is through breeding. This means they would have slowly lost their ability to evolve over time. With Ice Path being one of the last cold places in Johto, the Piloswine unable to evolve may have decided to stay there in protection of the Swinub. Eventually it even became hard for the Swinub to evolve into Piloswine. This is because in the Ice Path, their max levels are around 21 to 26, just enough to fend off weaker Pokemon attacking them, however not enough to defeat Pokemon like Golbat. This may explain why there are no Piloswine in the Ice Path. However, if we assume there was Piloswine still within Ice Path, how would they be able to bring back this ancient evolution naturally? Well, the closest location they could travel to would be the Dark Cave, with the only Pokemon in the same egg group as Piloswine being Dunsparce. However, this is still impossible since Dunsparce can't learn Ancient Power in Generation 2, and even if it did, the chances of it breeding with Piloswine are near impossible, since Dunsparce burrows deeply into the ground once it spots anything, be it human or Pokemon. This only leaves Piloswine with the option of legendaries or other ancient Pokemon, which must be provided with the help of humans. Even with this assistance, Piloswine still can't learn Ancient Power because it can't breed with most of them due to the insufficient egg groups, and the inability to breed with legendaries. But wait, that's not all. I haven't explained why there are Mamoswine in Sinnoh yet. Alright, so Sinnoh is located on the northern boundaries of the world, where the temperature is much cooler than it is in Johto. The Pokedex entries from Platinum, Heart Gold, Black, White, X, and Omega Ruby all mention that a frozen Mamoswine was dug up from soil dating back 10,000 years. It woke up to much amazement. This Mamoswine was still alive and was possibly dug up in Sinnoh, since the first Dex entry containing this information is Platinum's, along with Sinnoh being colder than other regions, allowing it to remain frozen. Since Ancient Power was highly important to their evolution, it is likely that this Mamoswine still knew the move. Swinub natively live in Sinnoh on Route 217 in Aquity Lakefront. It's possible that this Mamoswine bred with the local Swinub and reintroduced this ancient key back into the population. I hope you enjoyed this theory remake. This theory is a very special one on my channel, and I really wanted to bring it back in a new light. If you enjoyed, please share and like this video. It really helps out and I really appreciate it. Also, if you want to chat with me and others about Pokemon and other topics, come on over to my Discord server. There should be a link in the description if you're interested. Anywho, I'll catch you in the next one.